Hi, I'm Dave Goodwin with Original Privateer. How's it going today? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're defeating and overcoming. That's one of our mottos, is to defeat and overcome. What does it mean? What are we about? Original Privateer is a motocross privateer inspired brand, but we're a lifestyle brand. So what does that mean? What that means is, yeah, we like to sell clothing. We have privateer inspired clothing. But our emphasis more than that is encouraging and inspiring people to defeat and overcome in life. Okay, I believe in being very real, very authentic. I don't preach a lot about positive thinking because I think it's deeper than that. I mean, I can go around and tell myself it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. That's positive, right? But the point of it is, and unless I attach something deeper to it and tie some deeper psychology into it or deeper faith, I can go around all day saying it's going to get better and better. But if I don't apply certain habits or apply certain principles in life based on truth, it's not going to change. So when we're at races and different things like that, or like these videos we do, I'm not sitting here trying to sell a t-shirt or a hat. Although if you want to go to originalprivateer.com and buy a cool t-shirt, go for it. But what I want to do before I do that, my priority is, excuse me, is to encourage you to defeat and overcome. I don't care what it is. We talk a lot about racing, but I try to apply life into that, right? Racing, freestyle motocross. Now, last year when we were at the Supercross finals, I was hanging out with some freestyle motocross riders out at the Psycho Sports Cartel. If you haven't checked their stuff out, check it out, PSC. I was hanging out at the PSC freestyle compound with Austin Winters and Chandler Hayter. These are two guys that are freestyle motocross riders. They're out there at that PSC camp, hitting the big ramps. And if you don't know about freestyle, most of our audience follows racing. It's about full commitment. Even motocross, even hitting the big triple, lining up for the whoops and skimming them, that takes full commitment. But in freestyle, commitment could be the difference between life and death. And it just so happens that Chandler and Austin's mentor in the freestyle world died doing what he loved. And so I talked a little bit about those guys. I talked to them a little bit about things, and everything in that world is about commitment. It's no different in life. We have to be committed. We can't be in that gray area. We can't be in that undecided, decided. If you're like that in freestyle, you could die, okay? If you're gonna go up and hit a big ramp and attempt a backflip, if you're not fully committed to it, you're gonna crash and burn. Life is like that.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta stay on it, it's a grind.
Do whatever you gotta do to stay motivated and keep going. That's what it's about. Just really know in your heart that's what you want to do, and just proceed to go for it. Go for gold.
Yeah.
Chase the dreams, never give up.
Because it's so easy to lay on that couch in the air conditioning, right?
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah, anybody can do that.
Right.
And if everybody could, if it was easy, everybody would do this too. So that's why we keep it not easy.
No one said it would ever be easy.
Always something to learn and progress, make yourself better at something, whether it's turning or approaching the ramp or jumping in general.
So what would you guys say probably your biggest struggles are with what you guys do?
It was Paul's passing. Paul had a lot in mind to do with us, and he was ready to take us to do shows, and he just had a lot planned for us, and then he passed and we just kind of went blank. So now we're just grinding until something can happen, just like what Paul would.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he'd want for you guys, huh?
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He was ready to go. It's hard. You know, like I said, it's not easy, but I don't know, they just keep me going.
Gotta be willing to sacrifice a lot.
Yeah, sacrifice it all.
How much of a head game do you think this life is, as far as
game? All of it.
Yeah.
All a head game. If you tell yourself you're gonna go double backflip the ramp, you're gonna go double backflip the ramp. If you tell yourself, if you question yourself, you're not gonna backflip the ramp.
Yeah.
But if you tell yourself that you're gonna go do it, then you're gonna do it.
It's all a mindset.
All in your head. That's absolutely all in your head.
And do you apply those same mindsets just in your normal day life when you're not riding?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one thing I think freestyle is.
You won't get
definitely
nowhere otherwise. You won't go nowhere. Go nowhere fast.
real easy to fall into a funk, huh?
Yeah, so it's like on you, it's all on you. I'll motivate this kid, and if he's happy, and it'll motivate me.
That's what it's about.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
So when I talk about original privateer, yeah, it is privateer motocross inspired, but more than that, we're about defeating and overcoming. And how do we do that? We go to battle, we engage in battle, and that battle is with who? It's within ourselves, it's within our soul realm, the invisible realm. We have to go to battle, we have to. And if we can't go to, there's no victory if there's no battle. How can you have victory if you don't go to battle? You have to go to battle. In order to do that, you have to take a stand on your life, believe in the right stuff, and follow truth. I don't care what's happened to us. I don't care what's happened to Dave. I tell my kids the same thing. I don't care what's happened to you. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to respond? Are we going to go back and hash out all these different semantics? Are we going to talk about this, the hows and all the whys? The hows and whys will kick your ass, okay? There's no reason why I do the shit I do. Whether it was an act of rebellion or just foolish thinking or whatever, we all have those stories in life. But am I gonna let it define me in life? Am I gonna let it keep me? Am I gonna keep working from my past failures, mine, Dave here, and keep and let it stifle me for the present? Or am I gonna find myself having some mindfulness, living in the present moment, and having a vision towards the future? There's no way you can have a vision for the future if I'm constantly looking back, okay? So for a freestyle motocross rider, Austin Winters, Chandler Hayter out there, PSC freestyle compound, you are not gonna attempt that backflip or attempt them different freestyle tricks. And for you freestyle riders out there, you totally get what I'm saying. Or for the motocross rider out there that's wanting to skim the whoops or hit that big triple, it will not happen unless there's a commitment. There has to be a commitment, okay? That commitment has to be based on you taking a stand and setting your focus on it and going for it. Stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're never gonna do it if you wanna keep in your comfort zone. So that's a little bit about Original Privateer. When we're at the races, what I love to do is go around and visit with people. I love the mental game of it. I love visiting with people about their life, whether it's their racing, their struggles in life. If you watch these videos, that's what these videos are about, is about pushing through hard times. Our most popular t-shirt is a stand. The whole idea behind that t-shirt is take a stand on your life. I think that's why it's so popular. We've had so many positive comments on that. Tove Knox out there, I know she's talked to me about getting a tattoo of it because it has so much meaning in her life. Out of Colorado, women's pro rider. There's tons of guys out there that love that design because it has meaning. Take a stand on your life. I don't care what it is, where you're at in your life, what you're dealing with, take a stand. The thinking that got you into this trouble is not going to be the thinking that gets you out of it. So as you watch this video, I'm going to be talking to Charlie Makita. He's an old rodeo cowboy. Well, he ain't old, but he's a rodeo cowboy. He's a rough stock bronc rider that decided to leave the world of rodeo and find another exciting sport. And what is it? Motocross, right? Rodeo to motocross. Charlie's been through a lot of ups and downs in his life. He's dealt with suicide in his life. He's pushed through hard times. He's had a roller coaster of a life. And these are the guys I like to talk to. These are the guys I like to feel their soul and I like to visit with. These are the guys I like to see defeat and overcome. And in this video, Charlie touches on it a little bit. It's a sensitive subject. I was crying when I was filming it. He was crying when I was filming it. I was feeling his soul, and I was feeling this pain. But Charlie's one of those guys I've worked with countless times, countless hours, on the phone, texting, just visiting with him at the races. That's what Original Privateer is about, okay? Yeah, I want to sell a hat, I want to sell a t-shirt, but more than that, I want to see people succeed. I don't care whether it's a marriage, a relationship, in life, overcoming addiction, doubt, fear. Take a stand on your life, okay? Take a stand. I love you. Thanks for following us. Share these videos out. We appreciate it. Tag a friend. I hope you enjoy Charlie's video here. Thanks a lot. Charlie Makita, Cowboy 2659 on his YouTube channel. He has a really fun YouTube channel. Instagram, Facebook, Cowboy 2659. Thanks a lot, Charlie. My heart's with you, man. I believe in you. I believe in you guys. I love you. All right, we got Charlie Makita here, known as the Cowboy 2659 on Instagram and as well on Facebook, right?
Yeah, my YouTube.
YouTube, Cowboy 2659. Cowboy, tell us what you got going on, man.
Left my job at the dealership. Now I'm working as a project engineer for Molds Constructors, and loving that now. I can actually buy and afford the bike maintenance on my bike, but enjoying that, and then still doing a little bit of the tours on the side as well. Gave a guy up in Fort Collins up at Red Feather tour up there on motocross bikes, and traveling in the van as much as I can, and whenever I go job site to job site, I always take the bike with me and go and ride wherever I can, New Mexico or Arizona, and just living life.
If somebody wants to get a hold of you for one of your tours, how do they get a hold of you?
They can direct message me on either Instagram or on Dragging MX Adventure Tours on Facebook, and you can just hit me up there and we can go out and it's kind of personalized tours, just one-on-one versus a big old group or anything.
And you're a former rodeo cowboy, right? You used to ride broncs, and now you're going moto, right? You like the thrill of it, it sounds like.
Yeah, I raced rode saddle bronc for CSU, and for about 3 years, my sophomore, junior, and senior year, and traveled all over with that. And then when I graduated college, I started making some money, found a dirt bike, and swung a leg over it, and fell in love. So just been riding ever since then.
Awesome, and you've been doing all kinds of riding, motocross, enduro, a little bit of everything, huh?
Yeah, I started out in the Cork Series, that's the Colorado Off-Road Championship Series, and had some fun doing that, and moved up to the B class, and then started to race motocross and fell in love with it, and kind of let the layout a little bit more, and not as long on the bike. 2 hours for a race is a little hard on the bikes when you're sending it as far as you can, but had a blast during the enduros too. Just figured I'd go for the motocross side.
And you travel around with your dog, right?
Yep, we got my boy Mika and my miniature Aussie, and he goes pretty much everywhere whenever we're riding.
And this is your moto van, it's Reba, right?
Yep. It was the only hottest redhead that I could think of, so I named it Reba. But that's her. She's been leaking a little bit, but we put a new transmission in it, and then adding little touches with the cargo roof rack, and then the rear pops out to a canopy, and then I got a cot and a TV and a PlayStation 3 inside, so there's never a dull moment at the track.
That's awesome. Anybody you want to thank out there along the way?
Definitely Original Privateer, and then Molds Constructors for paying the bills and allowing me to work and race, and then just my parents.
Awesome.
Oh, and Defy Graphics as well.
So Charlie, what do you think, you know, we all have struggles in life. How do you get through them? How do you get through them on a day-to-day basis?
You just got to kind of get past it as much as possible. Like, there's always going to be things that break you down, traffic, it drags you on, work, and it just keeps on hounding and hounding, and you got to have an outlet and something to clear your mind and get that filter clean again, and always kind of taking the good with the bad and then just brushing off the bad as much as possible, because bad things are always going to happen and tough situations.
You've dealt with a lot of heartache in your life, terrible loss. How do you deal with that?
So in 09 I lost my mom to suicide, and I was her baby boy, and there was a lot of guilt and struggle and always kind of all kinds of different emotions that come with it, and just kind of living with every day that she can't be living and live in her image, and always kind of take that negative to a positive, and always love everybody around me, and always trying to send out positive vibes.
That's awesome, Charlie. You got a good soul, buddy. We've been friends for a while, and I appreciate you. I love you, and I appreciate your time.
Love you too, Dave. You're the man.
I appreciate
me out a
that.
ton.
Thanks a lot, bud.
No problem.
Charlie Makita, again, Instagram, YouTube, Cowboy 2659. Go check him out. He does some cool stuff. If you want a tour, you want an enduro tour off the grid, this is the guy to talk to.
Yep.
Crown, they'll try to tear you down.